Hello and welcome. It's game number 3, Lanka Premier League 2026, and we have a new team, Colombo Kaps. They are playing their first game of the edition of LPL, and let's talk about the playing 11 for both the teams. तो देखते हैं आज किस तरह की playing 11 होने वाली है दोनों ही teams के लिए. So let's have a look. Yeah, we have playing 11 out for both the teams. It's Galle Gallants. गेम नंबर 3 है. देखते हैं यहाँ पे प्लेइंग 11 किस तरह की है. एंड अगर पिच रिपोर्ट की बात करेंगे, इट्स फील्स नाइस एंड प्लेजेंट आफ्टरनून, और आई थिंक इट वुड बी अ हाई स्कोरिंग गेम अराउंड 200 विद ईज. 200 शायद बनने चाहिए आइडियली. इफ यू वांट टू विन यू नीड टू डोमिनेट द सिचुएशन, and there are a lot of bare patches where the ball reacts differently. Dinesh Chandimal tried to hit a good length delivery, but the ball held up. Similarly, length delivery, he was able to go through with the shot. I think 180-200 is a must there. तो 180-200 तक यहाँ पे बनने चाहिए. प्लेइंग 11 दोनों ही टीम्स की आ चुकी है. Playing 11 is out for both the teams. And let's talk about Galle Gallants. Sam Harper, the wicket-keeper batsman, Shamika Karunaratne, the all-rounder, Charita Salanka, Tasun Shanaka, the captain for the team, Mehdi Hassan Miraz, the all-rounder from Bangladesh, Mohammad Nawaz, Dinura Kalupahana, Sahan Arachige, Akif Javed, Vijay Kant, Vyas Kant, Ashan Malinga. This is the playing 11 for Galle Gallants आज के इस मुकाबले में. And the new team, Colombo Kaps, playing their first game of the edition. Playing 11 की बात करते हैं. Ben McDermott and their captain Kusal Mendes, Ruben Herman, Shanit Liange, Kamindu Mendes, Vanuja Sahan, Chimenishan, Sadira Samara Vikrama, Pinura Fernando, Malsha, Tharupati, and Mujibur Rahman, the spin wizard from Afghanistan. So yeah, looks like quite a balanced team. तो बहुत ही मज़ेदार मुकाबला यहाँ पे नज़र आ रहा है. कुशल मेंडिस and the toss. Galle Gallants winning the toss and choosing to bat first. So Dasun Shanaka, when asked, very different to what you did today. And they're gonna ball first, especially after getting 200 on the board. Wicket behaved slightly better in second phase. The power surge overs भी है. Okay, it is a better idea to bat second. तो एक अच्छा decision यहाँ पे to win the toss and to ball first. And there are no team changes for them. Colombo Kaps playing first game of this edition. One change for Galle Gallants. CK का जो टीम है वो हमने बताया था, but yeah, you can see that team here. The players are entering. The game is about to begin soon. तो बहुत जल्द यहाँ पे मैच होने वाला है. जैसे कि आप लोग देख सकते हो, पहला गेम है ये गैलेंट्स का. प्लेइंग 11 काफ़ी बैलेंस नज़र आ रही है. ऑलराउंडर्स उनके पास जिमिन शाम है, काफ़ी ऑलराउंडर्स है. वे लोग अराउंड 5 ऑलराउंडर हम देख सकते हैं. अराउंड 5 ऑलराउंडर्स. प्लेयर्स एंटरिंग, umpires and players are walking out on the middle. देखते हैं क्या लगता है क्या होगा. What will be the power play score? for Colombo Kaps. Or Kushal Mendes, we have to play a very good game. We have a very good team. Our first day. कोशिश यही होगी कि आज एक बेहतरीन मुकाबला आज हमें देखने मिले. टीम कॉम्बिनेशन पे अगर नज़र डालेंगे तो जिमिन निशाम है, मैकडर्मट है, धानी और हसन, ये उनके ओवरसीज प्लेयर्स होंगे आज के इस मैच में. एंड आई थिंक मैच बस शुरू होने वाला है. वी आर ऑल सेट फॉर द गेम टाइम. तो देखते हैं इनिशियल ओवर्स किस तरह करेंगे. ओपनिंग बैटर्स यहाँ पे कौन होंगे कोलंबो कैप्स के लिए. शुरुआत गेंदबाजी के साथ किसे करते हैं. वैसे अगर टेबल्स की बात करेंगे, फिर लुक एट द टेबल सो फार, Galle Gallants have won their first game. Dambulla Sixers have won their first game as well. तो दोनों ही टीम के 2-2 पॉइंट्स है. Candy Royals and Jaffna Kings, they have lost a game each. और Colombo Kaps का यह पहला मैच है. It's the first game for Colombo Kaps and the game is about to begin shortly. तो playing 11 हमने दोनों ही टीम्स के यहाँ पे दिखा दी है. अगर एक और बार अगर देख सकते हो तो just one change. For Galle Gallants, Lasith Cruz-Pule is replaced by Ishan Malinga. So just one change for Galle Gallants. और पिच कंडीशंस की हम बात करेंगे तो आई थिंक 180 200 इज अ मस्ट. तो 180 से 200 तक यहाँ पे बनने चाहिए. Galle Gallants winning the toss and opting to ball first. देखते हैं शुरुआत किस तरीके की. सभी का स्वागत है, वेलकम है ऑन द कवरेज ऑफ द थर्ड गेम ऑफ 2026 लंका प्रीमियर लीग. दोनों ही टीम्स के कैप्टन्स ऑलरेडी बाहर आ चुके हैं एंड वी आर ऑल सेट. चलिए शुरू करते हैं खेल को. एंड वेलकम एवरीवन अगेन ऑन द YooCric. मैच नंबर 3 Galle Gallants और कोलंबो कैप्स के बीच मैच हो रहा है सिनाली स्पोर्ट्स क्लब इन कोलंबो. और चमिका करुणारत्ने नई गेंद के साथ यहाँ पे. देखते हैं किस तरह की शुरुआत आज हम देख पाएंगे इस मुकाबले में. एंड दैट्स इट, स्टार्ट्स ऑफ विद द डॉट बॉल. डॉट बॉल के साथ यहाँ पे शुरुआत करते हुए देखते हैं बैटिंग फर्स्ट आज कर रहे कोलंबो कैप्स. नई टीम है इस टूर्नामेंट में. लेट्स सी हाउ मेनी रन्स दे विल गेट, व्हाट वुड बी द प्रोजेक्टेड टोटल. काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग रहने वाला है. ऑल द प्लेयर्स ऑन द फील्ड wearing a black armband in honor of Sir Garfield Sobers, who passed away yesterday. चलिए यहाँ पे पहले रन के साथ they got off the mark with that single. Ruben Herman and Kushal Mendes, the opening batters for Colombo Kaps. और पहला रन आ चुका है टीम के लिए. इज ऑफ द मार्क विथ सिंगल. से थोड़ी ओवरकास्ट कंडीशन रहती है बट पिच थोड़ी सी ग्रीन नजर आ रही है. काफी ग्रास है. लिटिल थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा बाउंस भी शायद हमें देखने मिल सकता है. नीचे एक और अच्छी डिलीवरी यहाँ पे डॉट बॉल आती हुई. शमिका करुणारत्ने. We are live from Colombo SSC. A slip in place for Kushal Mendes. Defends it back to the bowler. ये देखना काफी दिलचस्प रहेगा. एंड फर्स्ट बाउंड्री ऑफ द इनिंग्स, पहला चौका आ चुका है कुशल मेंडिस के बल्ले से। एंड व्हाट अ शॉट, पुल्स इट अवे ऑन द ऑन साइड। जो सबसे बड़ा एरिया होता है काउ कॉर्नर ऑन द लेग साइड। फर्स्ट बाउंड्री ऑफ द इनिंग्स फॉर कोलंबो। ऐसा लगने रहा था कि पूरी तरह से कंट्रोल में है, बट गुड कन्वर्जन। ऐसे गुड लैंड डिलीवरी थी, टाइम मिला उसे खेलने के लिए ऑन द लेग साइड। चलिए आखिरी 2 गेंद बची है, देखते हैं। एंड देयर यू गो, बैक टू बैक बाउंड्रीज। एंड दैट्स अ गुड स्टार्ट फॉर कोलंबो कैप्स। इट्स देयर फर्स्ट गेम, पहला गेम है उनका। फील्ड एडजस्टमेंट किया है, बट उसके बावजूद that is that much fuller, same area, same shot नहीं, बहुत ही अच्छा फ्लिक किया था इस बार ऑन द लेग साइड फॉर दैट बाउंड्री। बहुत ही अच्छा पिक किया उस एंगल को चमिका करुणारत्ने ने। अच्छे फॉर्म में फिलहाल नजर आ रहे हैं, और जो स्टार्ट की उम्मीद थी वो यहाँ पे मिल चुकी है। ये अच्छी डिलीवरी और डॉट बॉल के साथ ओवर की समाप्ति हो चुकी है। जस्ट 9 रन फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट ओवर। कोलंबो 9 बिना किसी नुकसान, 1 ओवर के बाद। रूबिन हरमन, कुशल मेंडिस ओपनिंग बैटर से कोलंबो कैप्स के लिए। करुणारत्ने ने आई थिंक थोड़े से एक्सपेंसिव शुरुआत, बट देखते हैं। चलिए, the thinking behind the starting of Chamika Karunaratne wasn't quite clear from Shanaka. बट ठीक है, देखते हैं, अभी भी काफी लंबा गेम रहेगा। एंड सैम हार्पर, मेहदी हसन मिराज, मोहम्मद नवाज ओवरसीज प्लेयर्स। शानका टू बॉल ऑन अदर एंड, दूसरी एंड के साथ। दैट्स अ गुड डिलीवरी, वेल बॉल्ड। अच्छी डिलीवरी यहाँ पे। शानका in his LPL career, 46 matches, 24 wickets. And that's a good start, back-to-back dot balls. Just not that pacey. If you look at the pace, bowling around 120, 125. Good length delivery from Shanaka, and that's the first wicket. और पहला झटका यहाँ पे लग चुका है, फर्स्ट विकेट फॉर द स्कीपर तासुन शानका. And it's Ruben Herman. After the struggle, the left-hander, he departs and he bowls him. Excellent delivery from Tasun Shanaka. With the pace of around 124, dismantle the stumps. What a ball. Herman goes back to pull. But the inside swing, completely beaten. पूरी तरह से बीट हो गए. और इसी के साथ रूबिन हरमन, he'll depart for just 1 run. Just nicking the bells of the off stump. And the Gallants strike early. Colombo Kaps 9 for 1 after just 1 over. That's the first breakthrough for Gallants. चलिए देखते हैं. There is a new batter in Sadhira Samaravikrama. New batter in at number 3. And that's a good start. After that, bit expensive over from Chamika. That was just a peach of a delivery from Dasun Shanaka. जल्दी से एडजस्ट नहीं कर पाए यहाँ पे. थोड़ा सा समय ज़्यादा लगा यहाँ पे रूबेन हरमन को. And Samaravikrama, right-handed batter, comes to the crease. And an early blow for Colombo Kaps. Two right-handed batters for Colombos now. Sadhira Samaravikrama straight away gets off the mark. ऐसा लग रहा है कि पेसर्स के लिए कुछ ना कुछ है इस पिच पर. एंड अगर हम लेंथ की बात करते हैं तो बहुत ही बढ़िया लेंथ है. अभी तक बढ़िया लेंथ से गेंदबाजी कर रहे दासुन शानका. लास्ट 2 balls. इट वॉज ऑफ द पैड्स. तो यहाँ पे वेट करना होगा उन्हें अपने पहले रन के लिए. So it was off the pads. Good leg delivery the फिर से at the 4th stump. With that dot ball, last ball to go. They were looking for that quick single on the mid-off. Good call, good call. So far it has been a brilliant over from Dasun Shanaka. Single leg by and a wicket and dot ball to end this over. बहुत ही बढ़िया फिनिश की है इस ओवर को दासुन शानका ने. Just 1 run and a wicket. And brilliant over from Shanaka. 10 for 1 after 2. Wicket made an over. Chamika Karunaratne back into the attack. With the second over, slip in place, and what a flick. And that is dispatched for a maximum. बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त टाइमिंग यहाँ पे समराविक्रमा की. एंड व्हाट अ वे टू गेट ऑफ द मार्क. बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से अपना खाता खोला है यहाँ पे समराविक्रमा ने. And that's a great start in this over. Back to back 2 big hits after that 66 meters maximum. After that maximum over the mid wicket. Now there's a boundary. तो बेहतरीन शॉट बैक टू बैक देखने मिले हमें इस बार. लकी थे, लकी बाउंड्री फॉर हिम. आउटसाइड एज लगी, सीधा गई थर्ड मैन के रीजन पे. After that, cracking way to get off the mark, Sadhira Samaravikrama. Brilliant strike rate. 300+ की स्ट्राइक रेट है यहाँ पे सदीरा की. इस बार लेंथ अच्छी थी करुणारत्ने की, बट दिस टाइम ही वॉज लकी. चलिए अब यहाँ पे स्लिप तैनात किया है आफ्टर मिसिंग दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी. ओहो, another boundary. 3 big hits in a row. And Chamika Karunaratne is being expensive again. And what a shot. That was a no-look flick hit over the fine leg for a boundary. 14 of the first 3 deliveries. And that was so good shot from Sadira Samara Vikrama. चेंज एक फील्ड में चेंज किया था, व्हाट अ स्लिप इन प्लेस, बट दिस टाइम शॉट खेल दिया फाइन लेग पे. दिस टाइम मच बेटर लाइन फ्रॉम करुणारत्ने, जस्ट अ सिंगल. और इसी के साथ कैप्टन फिर से आ चुके हैं कुशल मेंडिस. So far 15 runs coming from it, last 2 balls. How many more we could see from here? So far it has been an expensive over for Chamika Karunaratne. And if you look at that run rate, maybe they should reach around 180-200 is still possible. अभी भी बन सकते हैं 200 तक. After that back-to-back singles. Let's see last ball. देखते हैं आखिरी गेंद पे क्या देख पाएंगे. 2 boundaries for Mendes. 2 boundaries and a maximum for Samara Vikrama. And dot ball to end the over. But expensive one from Karunaratne. Dot ball to end the over. 16 runs coming from it. Colombo 26 for 1 after 3. And this time in the air. And that's a maximum. First maximum for this keeper, Kushal Mendis. And what a shot. What a shot. Just out of the park. And the momentum is carrying on. Kasun Shanaka. First ball maximum. That was a short delivery, pulled it away towards the mid wicket. And now they are moving along nicely. Bilal batting अच्छी even after losing that first wicket. Currently playing at the run rate of 10. ऐसा लग रहा है कि maybe kind of a batting friendly pitch, this time in the air again. And that's another maximum. Back to back 2 big hits for Kushal Mendis. And this time much fuller, plays down the ground. And just clearing the fence. And 12 off 2, what a start. 12 है पहले 2 गेंद पर. And Colombo, first match of this tournament. And that's a brilliant start. जबरदस्त शुरुआत यहाँ पे मिल चुकी है. And this one is better. And it's skipper versus skipper at this moment in this game number 3. यहाँ पे दोनों कैप्टन एक दूसरे के अगेंस्ट हम देख पा रहे. Again played a flick shot but straight to the fielder. 2 massive heads from the first 2 balls. Two brilliant shots from this Colombo skipper. And we can see that pace variation from Shanaka. This time it was much slower delivery on the length onto the off stump. And again towards that mid wicket. And there's no pace. If you look at the pace, he's bowling around 100 kmph. That's too slower this time. It will be called wide. Shanaka, after that brilliant start of that first over, a wicket maiden over, but this one seems expensive. Way down the leg side. That was way down the leg side. Still 2 to go. A couple of runs more for Mendes, and partnership is going really well for the Colombo Kaps. 32 of 14. Again played it on the long on for a couple of runs. Shanaka striking early, but now Colombo back into this game. And single to end this over. And another expensive over back to back. 2 overs. 16 off that third. Now again 16 off the fourth over. 2 big overs coming up for Colombo. 42 for 1 after 4. करंट रन रेट अगर हम यहाँ से देखते हैं 10.5, and with that projected score I think they can reach around 200. 200 is possible from here. And there's a change in ball. Mohammad Nawaz. Shanaka after that expensive in his second over. And now we'll see some spin attack. मोहम्मद नवाज आ चुके हैं यहाँ पे पहले ओवर लेकर. Slow left arm orthodox has been brought on. T20 करियर की बात करते हैं. 338 मैचेस, 281 विकेट्स in his overall T20 career. Starts off with a dot ball. डॉट के साथ यहाँ पे शुरुआत करते हुए and was in the air for a while. One bounce over the point. Left arm orthodox into the attack. Time for some spin. And let's see if there is any help for the spinners here. And single at the long off. And we can see that nice grass covering on the surface. Galle Gallants would be hoping for another wicket. And there you go, that's a wicket. Wicket number 2 for Colombo Kaps. And it's Sadira Samaravikrama completely miscues it. And an easy catch at the short fine leg. And Mohammad Nawaz strikes in his first over. Gets the breakthrough. And that was a good line from Nawaz. A bit of extra bounce. Sadira Samaravikrama, after giving that quick start, hitting 2 boundaries and a maximum. Now he has to go. Easy catch for Akif Javed. Samaravikrama departs for 15. Colombo 43 for 2 after 4. And it's coming to Mendes. We have Mendes brothers. I don't know if they are brothers, but Kamindo Mendes, Kusal Mendes are in the crease now. Spin does the trick in the game at Colombo. Kamindo Mendes, left-handed batter, comes to the crease. And straight away starts off with the boundary. Gets off the mark in style. Kamindo Mendes in his LPL career, 40 matches, 782 runs. देखते हैं आखिरी 2 बॉल बची है so far in this over. And that was nicely played. Played that reverse sweep. Finds the gap over the third man. Well timed shot from Kamindo Mendes. This time in the air. And that's a biggie. Back to back 2 big hits for Colombo Kaps, and with that maximum 50 up on the scoreboard. And what a shot. Swept away over the square leg for a maximum. And that was a brilliantly controlled sweep shot from Kamindo Mendes, showing some intent after joining the skipper. Two deliveries, 2 big hits from Mendes. Excellent beginning for the left-hander. With that dot ball, that's the end of the over. Wicket, couple of big hits from the first over of Mohammad Nawaz. $11 runs and a wicket from it. Colombo 53 for 2 after 5. We still have an over left in the power play. So far it's a good start. They still have plenty of wickets in hand. And let's see what will be the final score in the power play for Colombo Kaps. Both the Mendes are on the crease. Kamindo and Kusal would be hoping for a solid partnership. And another change in the bowling attack. Akif Javed आ चुके हैं अब. आते यहाँ पे शुरुआत कर दी थी. वैसे कमिंदो मेंडिस ने पूरी तरह से फायदा उठाया उस गेंदों का. And now we have Akif Javed. And this time it's in the air again. And that's a big one. What a start. Welcomed him with a boundary. Beautiful flick shot. Disappeared towards that square leg for a maximum. And that's a wonderful start. Welcome maximum for Akif Javed. Kushal Mendes welcoming Javed with a 6. The left arm fast medium. Akif Javed this time. Bonus runs for the team. That was way outside. Changed the side. Came back to ball over the wicket. But into that. Again way outside the leg stump. Keeper couldn't stop it. And that would be wide plus boundary. And I think Akif Javed feeling the pressure. ऐसा लग रहा है कि थोड़े से प्रेशर में है. But they will take it. Colombo Kaps 11 of first 2 balls. This is much better line. There was a big appeal, but I think maybe extra bounce missing the stumps. They are taken the review. तो देखते हैं यहाँ पे रिव्यू लिया है. दोनों ही टीम के पास 2 रिव्यूज बचे हैं. सो देखते हैं क्या देख पाएंगे हम इस रिव्यू में. यहाँ पे शाना का they have went upstairs, taken the review for the LBW check, but I think मुझे लग रहा है कि शायद there's an extra bounce, maybe missing the stumps. I don't know, but देखते हैं DRS में. Yeah, contact is quite close. Ultra edge. Let's have a look at the ultra edge. If there is bat involved or not. Yeah, looks like there's no bat involved. Yeah, it's a flat line, no bat involved. Now, time for ball tracker. And original decision was not out, and it's pitching outside legs, so they have lost the review. Yeah, pitching outside leg, and that was a good decision from the umpire. And that cannot be out. So far, good partnership between both the batters. 22 of just 6 balls. Again, quick single at the mid wicket. There was nothing on the ultra edge, but the ball pitched outside leg. Gallants lose the DRS, but they still have 1 left. आकिफ जावेद की अगर हम पेस की बात करेंगे, he is bowling around 140 kmph. देखते हैं आखिरी 2 गेंद. Good thing they have that left hand right hand combination है. Kamindu and Kushal Mendes. और शायद might not have been the wisest call to send this upstairs. वो LBW का रिव्यू शायद नहीं लेते तो बेहतर रहता. And there's an appeal again. Yeah, but nothing from the umpire. Another good delivery from Akif Javed. There was an appeal for catch for the caught behind, but they went again for the review. So let's have a look again if there is any contact between bat and ball. And it's second time in this over now. They have lost 1 review already, and this is the second one now. Player review for caught behind. Looks like a fair delivery. Time for ultra edge. Yeah, I think there is something. It's looking quite close. Ball passes very close to the bat. Let's have a look at the outrage. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. And I think we can see a spike in the outrage, so that should be given. There's a clear spike on the outrage. And I think that should be out. Kamindo Mendes, after hitting 2 big hits. And umpire has to change his decision to out. And that's a great delivery from Akif Javed. And with that, Colombo Kaps losing their 3rd wicket. Sam Harper taking that catch, and Kamindo Mendy departs for 10. Colombo 65 for 3. And there's still a ball left, and that should be the last ball of this power play. And Harper did hear the right thing, and this time it was a successful review for them. Good call under pressure, and the Gallants have their 3rd. चलिए देखते हैं. वैसे लास्ट बॉल बची है इस ओवर की, एंड इट्स बेन मैकडर्मट, राइट हैंडेड बैटर, वॉक्स इन एट नंबर 5. The last ball, and he's off the mark. Maybe they'll take 2. Yeah, a couple of runs. Maybe 3. I think they have taken 3 runs. Yeah, they have good running between the wicket. बहुत ही अच्छी रनिंग दोनों ही बैटर्स के बीच. 3 from that last ball. Ben McDermott gets off the mark as well. And that's the end of the power play. Colombo 68 for 3. After 6 overs, Akif Javed getting a wicket in his first over. 15 runs and a wicket from that last over of the power play. And I think it sure has been a mixed bag for both the teams. तो दोनों ही टीम्स के लिए कुछ ना कुछ यहाँ पे हुआ है. रन्स भी मिले हैं कोलंबो कैप्स को, और विकेट्स भी मिले हैं गले गैलेंट्स को. अब देखते हैं पावर प्ले के बाद किस तरह का मुकाबला रहता है. मोहम्मद नवाज back into the attack with the second over. फिर यहाँ पे शुरुआत हो चुकी है विद डॉट बॉल. मोहम्मद नवाज, and second ball, that's a boundary, and again a reverse sweep from McDermott, and a wonderful shot, finding the gap again in that third man. बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट इस बार हमें देखने मिला है. जो रिजल्ट चाहिए वो मिल रहा है अभी भी. वैसे करंट रन रेट इज प्रीटी गुड. अगर इस हिसाब से अगर प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर अभी भी हम देखते हैं तो मे बी 220 230 स्टिल पॉसिबल फ्रॉम हियर. बट देखना होगा क्या वो मोमेंटम वैसा ही रहेगा. There was a good lane delivery on the off stump. ज़्यादा पेस नहीं थी, but बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट हमें देखने मिला. And this time much better line onto the stumps. Defend किया. Last two balls. And that's another single. Just pushed it away into the long on. So far 6 runs coming from it. Last ball of this over. Good comeback from Nawaz after that boundary. Colombo looking for another partnership. And single again to end this over. Mohammad Nawaz bowling from round the wicket, sweep shot. And single at the deep square leg to end the over. Just 7 runs coming from it. Colombo 75 for 3 after 7. Two more for Kusal Mendes. So far, just 3 runs coming from it. 3 balls to go. The leg break. Bowler has been introduced. Vijay Kant, Vyas Kant. And we can see some turn. With that dot ball. Last 2 balls. And this time again trying for a reverse sweep, but they'll not get any runs. Good fielding at the short third man. Three dots, 3 runs so far in this over. देखते हैं last ball पे. And there was an appeal, but umpire denied it. Umpire stayed unmoved. Last ball to go. And that will be a dot again. And so far we are seeing Vijay Kant bowling at the right length. And that's a tidy over for the leg spinner. A decent over for him. Just 3 runs coming from it. Colombo 78 for 3 after 8. And between there's a poll going on in the chat section where you can vote and support for your favorite team. देखते हैं आप लोग किसे सपोर्ट कर रहे हो, कोलंबो या फिर गाले गैलेंट्स. After that decent over, Mohammad Nawaz back into the attack. एंड फिर से यहाँ पे स्टार्ट्स ऑफ विद अ सिंगल. This time again bowling round the wicket to the right-hander. Plays it towards the offside, giving himself some room. And 2 more for Mendes. 2 more runs for the skipper. And Colombo looking for another solid partnership. Cuts away towards the backward point. They'll get a couple of runs there. Kushal Mendes so far playing beautifully, using the depth of the pitch. Just trying to build a partnership. देखते हैं 3 गेंदें बची अभी तक 4 आ चुके हैं. And that's a good shot. McDermott with the second boundary. And that's nicely played. Much fuller delivery over the covers. And finds the gap between longer off and covers. That's a great use of the crease over the covers for a boundary. And that's a high quality shot from McDermott. Tried to play along the turn. With that dot ball so far 8 runs coming from it. Last ball to go. देखते हैं last ball पे क्या देख पाएंगे. That was much better delivery. Completely misses it. And Sam Harper is very quick behind the stumps. Last ball and that will be a single. And McDermott will keep the strike. Single at the onside. And that's a decent over for Colombo Kaps. Just 9 runs coming from it. It's 87 for 3. After 9, it's time for strategic timeout. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Jaldi लौटेंगे. Okay, we are back after the timeout. तो timeout यहाँ पे हो चुकी है. तो देखते हैं यहाँ से फिलहाल. And currently, if we look at the winning probability for both the teams, तो एक बार वो check कर लेते हैं. Let's have a look. Winning probability for both the teams at this moment. Colombo Cap a bit favorites with 67% to win this game. On the hand, Galle Gallants 33%. Colombo Kaps, they will be happy with the momentum they have got so far. And they still have two good batters on the crease, Ben McDermott and Kusal Mendes. And new bowler again, Ishan Malinga. Shanaka goes back to pace and introduces Ishan Malinga. So far, it's a good start. And that's a good shot. Ben McDermott with his third boundary. And the momentum is still going on for Colombo. And nicely played again on the onside. Nice placement from McDermott. That runs away for a boundary. McDermott 21 of 13. Kusal Mendes 39 of 28. And so far, it's a good start in this partnership. 28 of 23. And with that single last ball to be played by Kusal Mendes. Nicely played by McDermott. Nice use of the wrist, and it was in the air for a while, but just landed shortly of the fielder. That could be a moment and another opportunity, but landed shortly over the deep third man, cuts away. But this time he was lucky. And single to end the over. Just 8 runs coming from it. Colombo Kaps 95 for 3. And we are at the halfway mark. McDermott on 23. Mendes on 40. And so far, if you look at the number of bowlers used by Galle Gallants. So yeah, they have used 6 bowlers. 6 गेंदबाजों का इस्तेमाल किया है. Jamika Karunaratne ball 2 overs, Shanaka ball 2 overs as well. Mohammad Nawaz ball 3 overs, Akif Javed, Vijay Kant and Ishan Malinga balled 1 overs each. Shanaka, Nawaz and Javed getting wickets so far in this first 10 overs. Malinga goes for 8 runs in his first over, and is Vijay Kant continuing with his second over. And played it down the ground for a single at the long off. Riaz Kant with the second over changes ends, replaces Mohammad Nawaz in the attack. And so far, it's a good start for Riaz Kant. Galle Gallants would be looking for some economical overs. They would be hoping to restrict them maybe below 180 to 100. Let's see how many more they'll get. First game for Colombo Kaps. And we can see a lot of turn for the spinners. Yas Khan, the leg break bowler, the leg spinner for the team. Again, single quick running. Will they get two? No, it's just one. And that's a boundary. And with that, 100 up on the scoreboard for Colombo Kaps. 100 पूरे हो चुके हैं टीम के. And good thing they're getting a boundary every over. And nicely pulled again. Finds the gap. Over the long on and deep mid wicket. That's another excellent hit from him. And single to end the over. And this partnership is growing on. And is moving really well for them. 8 runs coming from it. Colombo Kaps 103 for 3 after 11. And it's Ishan Malinga back into the attack with the second over. Starts off with a single. The right arm pacer. There was a short lane delivery. Played it down the ground. And just a single. But there is a protection. We'll get just a single at the long on. And that's a great hit. And one good thing about Colombo Cap is that they are finding boundaries every over, and I think we talked about that earlier. It is extremely crucial to maintain the momentum in the middle overs, and they are sticking to their plan. It's a boundary, but they're gonna have a check. Whether it's a maximum or a boundary. Let's wait for the confirmation if that's a boundary or a maximum. But that was a lovely shot from Kusal Mendes over the covers. Nice execution. Boundary, or has that hit the ropes on the full? We just have to check that. Yeah, maybe it's directly hitting the rope. And the decision is still pending. Let's wait for the third umpire. Whether that's a maximum or a boundary. Kusal Mendes is very close to his half century. Skipper leading from the front for Colombo Kaps. Still waiting for the decision whether that's a maximum or a boundary. Replay shows that the ball landed on the half volley and it hit the boundary cushion. And that should be really tight call for the umpire. Yeah, it has been given. And that's a maximum. एक बड़ी हिट यहाँ पे आती हुई कुशल मेंडिस के लिए, and just 2 runs away from his 50. Just 2 away. And some change in fielding. And with that maximum, it's 50 up for Kusal Mendes. Back to back. 2 big hits from the captain. And this time a poor delivery, and it has been punished. Very poor delivery from Malinga. And he deserves it. And in-form batter, Kusal Mendes. 54 of 34 ball. Just outstanding innings from him. Whipped over the square leg for a maximum to complete his half century. And with that single, McDermott Another expensive over from Malinga. Still 2 to go. Let's see how many more are we going to see. Again whips it over the mid wicket. And one more thing, partnership of 50 is also completed between both the batters. And with that dot ball, last ball to go. It is his 43rd 50 in T20 cricket. He gets there in 34 balls. And so far he's the leading run scorer for the team as well. Last ball to go. And that's another boundary to end the over. And partnership is looking really solid. Both the batters are looking in good touch. And that's an expensive over from Ishan Malinga. Balled over the wicket, too short. Plays it over the mid off for a boundary. And great way to close the over with a boundary. 18 runs coming from it. 2 sixes and a 4. Colombo Kaps so far cruising nicely, and maybe they should reach around 200. 121 for 3 after 12. And Mohammad Nawaz with his final over, the left arm orthodox. With his last spell, projected score is around 202. And if they improvise it, maybe they can reach around 220. So far, clever bowling from Nawaz. LPL goes ping tomorrow. We are ping to the match. So that's what we are looking. Back-to-back singles. Another single. Another single at long on. Galle Gallants would be desperate to break this partnership. It's looking so solid. 59 or 40. They need a breakthrough. And that's a big one. Maximum for McDermott, and that's his first maximum of the innings. Started really well by Nawaz. 3 singles, but that was a top shot. Goes inside out. Over the covers for a maximum. Wonderful hit from McDermott. Now he's on 40s. Tossed up and a maximum. Plays very well against the spin. 2 more, last ball to go. And after that slog slip, get couple of more runs. Good work at the deep. Still a ball to go. Let's see. And just a single to end this over. 12 runs coming from it. Mohammad Nawaz ends his spell. 4 overs, 1 wicket, 39 runs. Colombo Kaps 133 for 3 after 13. And Vyaskanth with his third overhand single to end this over. A decent over from Vyaskanth. 5 रन आए इस ओवर में. एक और अच्छी ओवर यहाँ पे हमें देखने मिली. कोलंबो कैप्स 138 for 3 after 14. 138 पर 3 है. They still have 6 overs left. In this first innings, projected score, they would be hoping for anywhere around 190 to 200. And that's a must for Colombo Kaps if they want to defend it. Galle Gallants winning the toss, choosing to ball first. And they would be still hopeful to get another breakthrough. Partnership is going really well between McDermott and Mendes. (73 of 49). Change in ends has worked for Vyaskanth, and has he given away just 5 runs from that previous over. Now we are seeing some pace again. Akif Javed, left-handed pacer, and that's in the air, but I think that just landed safely. Just 1 run. Miscued but survives. That was in the air for a while, hit very hard. There was no timing there. Lucky that it landed safely in no man's land. प्रयास अच्छा था बट इस बार बच गए. कोशिश अच्छी की थी. This time in the air, but that's a good connection. And maximum number 6 for Kusal Mendes. Captain is looking in a really great form, using the pace over the deep third man. And what a use. Clever batting from Kusal Mendes from that short pitch delivery. Got it into a perfect position, placed it over the third man. That uppercut really worked for Kusal Mendes. And that's his 6th maximum of the innings. With that dot ball, Akif Javed, he got a wicket as well, but Galle Gallants need a breakthrough. And that's another single. कुछ अच्छे शॉट्स अभी तक हमें देखने मिले हैं कुशल मेंडिस द्वारा. कुछ अच्छे हिट्स, 6 छक्के लगा चुके हैं, 2 चौके भी है. This time on the leg side. Maybe that's a leg by. ऐसा लगा शायद पैड्स पे लगी है. So far 8 coming from it, 2 balls to go. And Colombo Kaps now looking much favorites to win this game. Win predictor, if you look at the win probability, they are around 85% favorites to win this game. This time it's in the air again. That's another maximum. And McDermott completes his 50 in a style. And what a massive hit from Ben. Clearing that deep square leg straight into the stands. And a maximum. And that's his 2nd half century in the LPL for Ben McDermott. 53 of 30 balls, 5 boundaries, 2 maximums. That was a back of a length delivery, but excellent execution from McDermott. Both the batters are now completed their half centuries, and now they'll be hoping for that 100-run partnership. Just 13 runs away, and dot ball to end this over. And again trying to go. Again trying for a scoop shot, but misses it completely. Straight into the hands of keeper. And dot ball to end this over. 14 runs coming from it. And Colombo Kaps 152 for 3 after 15. वैसे अभी भी 5 overs का खेल बचा है. We still have 5 overs left. And let's see how many more are we gonna see. Projected score from here should be anywhere around 200 to 210. Five overs to go. Let's see who will be the next bowler. The next 2 overs will be a power blast overs. So this is something new in this LPL. Only 4 fielders will be allowed outside the 30-yard circles. So our next 2 overs will be power blast. And that's the signal has been given by the umpire. And 1 extra fielder now will be inside the circle. Vyas Kant with his final over. And that's a good shot, but they'll get just a single. Tried to find the gap between long on and deep mid wicket. Couple of runs of that first ball. And again, nicely played. But another single. And so some nice fielding efforts at the deep from Galle Gallants. McDermott has been excellent in an unfamiliar role today. And that will be a single leg bye. Into the pads, went past the keeper. Just a single. Let's see how many runs they'll get in the power blast. They have 2 overs. With that dot ball. So far it's been a good start for Viaskan. अभी तक शुरुआत अच्छी रही है इस ओवर की. इस बार भी कट करने का प्रयास. Being a spinner, he is wicketless. But so far, he has been so economical with the ball. In total control. Single at the long on. Last ball to go. And boundary to end this over. A nice over has been ruined by a boundary. शुरुआत अच्छी की थी वियास कांत ने, बट जाते जाते मैकडर्मट एक और चौका लगा दिया. But that was a lucky boundary inside edge and went towards the fine leg for a boundary to end this over. And spell खत्म हो चुका है वियास कांत का. 24 runs from his 4 overs, 9 runs from his last over. Time for strategic timeout. Colombo Kaps 161 for 3 after 16. And we still have 4 overs left in this first innings. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. बने रहिए, जल्दी लौटेंगे. And strategic timeout will be finished soon. Colombo Kaps are at 161 for 3. The 4th wicket stand between Kusal and McDermott. And partnership between Kusal and McDermott has gone to 96 of 61. And good thing they're complementing themselves as very well. McDermott has taken his chances against Fancode. Has done it against pace. Ishan Malinga with his third over. And I think Colombo Kaps will eye for posting anything around to 220. And that should be a good total to defend. And finally a breakthrough. और यहाँ पे एक झटका, एक और विकेट यहाँ पे मिल चुका है. And Ishan Malinga finally gets his first wicket. But I think that should be out. They have went upstairs. They have taken the DRS for the LBW, but for me it looks like plum, so I think that should be given. But I think maybe if there's any bat involved, then he would be safe. But most probably it should be out. Original decision is out. They have taken DRS for the LBW. चलिए देखते हैं यहाँ पे DRS में क्या कोई चांस है विकेट मिलने का. फुल पिच डिलीवरी थी and I think that should be given. They just wasted a review, I think. And I think let's have a look at the ultra edge if there's anything. McDermott is already walking away. Yeah, there's no bat involved and I think that should be out. McDermott taking the review for LBW. Goes for a slog over the mid wicket, but he misses and gets struck on the pad. Just in front of the stumps. Let's have a look at the ball tracker. But I think most probably it should be given out. मेरे हिसाब से आउट होना चाहिए. जो impact है is just in front of the stump. And there's nothing on the ultra edge. तो देखते हैं बॉल ट्रैकर पे. तो जी हाँ, ये तो होना ही था. Doesn't look like he's too confident. वैसे भी जो उनका बॉडी लैंग्वेज था उससे समझ गए थे कि आउट ही होने वाला है. Pitching outside off, impact in line, hitting wickets, and that's out. And just wonderful innings from Ben McDermott, 57 of 34. And Colombo losing their fourth wicket, 162 for 4. And it's Janit Lianage, a new batter in at number 6. And what do you think? Will they reach 200 on the scoreboard? McDermott takes a review with him. First wicket for Malinga. And that's a good I think that should be misfill. Is that a boundary? What a start for Lianage. A misfill gets a boundary to him. The right-handed batter joins this keeper. And what a shot. Played it down the ground. Got a little hand at the mid-off, but it will race away for the boundary. And what a way to get off the mark for Lianage. And I think that would give him some confidence now. And that was not a great fielding. Maybe he should have stopped it. That could have saved him some runs. And there was a bounce, a first bounce of the over. Still 2 to go. Yeah, there was just that was definitely hitting that middle stump. And I'm still surprised they took the review for that. with that single last ball to play. And there was a full toss, but just a single. देखते हैं आखिरी बॉल इस ओवर की. What can we see from that last delivery? Kushal Mendes on 70. So far batting really well for the team. And it would be interesting to see if he'll stay not out by the end of the innings. Slashed away straight to the fielder. That will be a dot. There was a hard hit. Tried to clear the mid off, but straight into the hand of fielder. And dot ball again to end the over. 6 runs and a wicket from the over of Akif Javed. Colombo 167 for 4 after 17. Still 3 overs are left in this first over. अब देखते हैं यहाँ से अगले 3 ओवर्स में और कितने रन्स बना सकती है कोलंबो कैप्स. देखना काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा. बिटवीन सभी का स्वागत है. वेलकम एवरीवन ऑन द YooCric. यू आर वाचिंग 30-20 गेम ऑफ LPL 2026 ओनली ऑन YooCric. Akif Javed starts off with the dot ball, bowling over the wicket, onto the stump, straight back to the bowler. And that's another wicket, and Janit Lianage mistimes it and straight into the mid wicket. Easy catch and he's gone. Mehdi Hassan Miraj, easy take at the mid wicket. Janit Lianage departs for 5 runs. Just flicks it. Tried to go over the mid wicket, but there was no power in that shot. An easy catch. To end the innings of Lianage, Colombo Kaps 167 for 5. And now they have lost half of their side. चलिए देखते हैं यहाँ पे जिमी निशाम आए हैं नए बैटर. Another all-rounder for Colombo. And he gets off the mark with a single. आते ही अपना खाता खोल चुके हैं. And he's a big hitter, Jimmy Nisham, all-rounder from New Zealand. Still 3 to go. And that's a clever shot. Amazing shot from Kusal Mendes over the keeper's head. Using the pace, using that short ball. Just using that uppercut. Picks up a maximum. And this is second time he's doing this in this innings. Just nicely using the pace. That was a good bouncer from Akif Javed. Couple of runs more for Mendes. And after that wicket, so far they have got 9 runs. Last ball to go. देखते हैं आखिरी गेंद पे हम क्या देख पाएंगे. क्या फिर से कुशल मेंडिस कोई कोशिश करेंगे बड़ी हिट की. Just 2 overs left after this one. Just so far, it has been superb batting from Kusal Mendes. And with that dot ball, that's the end of the over. Nine runs and a wicket from this over of Akif Javed. Colombo Kaps 176 for 5 after 18. Just 12 ball left in this first innings. Colombo, they still need 24 runs if they want to reach 200 on the scoreboard. Ishan Malinga into the attack, and that's a boundary of the first ball. Jimmy Nisham, first boundary of the innings for him. The all-rounder with 2 overs remaining. Caps will be looking for more big hits, and Mendes, they'll be looking for Mendes to finish big, but it's Jimmy Nisham that was so effortless. All timing onto the leg side for a boundary by Jimmy Nisham. Flicks it away over the square leg. चलिए शुरुआत तो अच्छी हुई है चौके के साथ. देखते हैं. And that's a good comeback delivery. Dot ball. Malinga with his final over, bowling the 19th over of this first inning. Colombo, they need 20 more runs to reach 200. And that was an excellent ball. It was full length, straight into the hands of keeper. अभी भी यहाँ पे कोशिश यही होगी कि 200 तक पहुँचने की. With that single, Kusal Mendes comes back to the crease. Kusal Mendes need 22 to complete his century as well. What do you think? Will he reach his 100? Good comeback from Malinga after that boundary. A dot and a single. He has that experience playing in the IPL. And you know exactly Where to bowl? And that's another single. So far, just 6 runs coming from this over. Still 2 balls to go. That was another Yorker delivery, but way outside the off stump. Quick single. अच्छी गेंदबाजी हम देख पा रहे ईशान मलिंगा द्वारा. Last 2 balls. And that will be another boundary. Second one for Jimmy Nisham. And now he's on double digits. Much needed boundary for Kaps. And there was a short ball. Just played it down the ground. And there was no one at the deep. 4 runs for Jimmy Nisham. Last ball to go. And if we look at that shot, just cracked it over the long off. There was no one at the long off. There was no one at the long off. Generating the power, hitting that shot. And dot ball to end this over. 2 boundaries, 2 singles. From the last over of Ishan Malinga. And I think that should be wide. I don't know why it was not given. But yeah, but still a good over for Colombo. 10 runs coming from it. And with that, we have reached towards the final over of the first innings. Kaps 186 for 5 after 19. And Akif Javed to bowl the final over of the first innings. देखते हैं इस आखिरी ओवर में कितने रन्स हम देख पाएंगे. Wait and welcome everyone on the YooCric. You're watching third T20 game of LPL. Final over coming up. Can Gallants keep the Kaps under 200? What do you think? क्या 200 के अंदर कोलंबो कैप्स को रोक पाएंगे? देखना काफी दिलचस्प होगा. Starts off with a single. Akif Javed with final over. Javed to ball the last over of the innings. ओहो, यहाँ पे रन आउट. चलिए चेक करते हैं कि यहाँ पे रन आउट है या नहीं. And that was a direct, that was a direct hit. And I think that should be out. That should be out. Out रहेगा ये. And that direct hit gets a wicket. And I think it's Kusal Mendes, and that's a soft dismissal. I think he didn't drag the bat, और शायद उस वजह से he was way behind the crease. And that's the end of the inning for the skipper, but excellent innings from him. And direct hit has done the job for Gallants. Got the big wicket. And he was way away from the crease. Mendes departs for 79. Just exceptional innings from him. Kaps 186 for 6 after 19. And is Vanuja Sahan, the new batter in at number 8. And can Colombo, can they reach 200? क्या लगता है 200 टच कर पाएंगे? देखना काफी दिलचस्प रहने वाला है. Akif Javed, still 5 balls remaining. और मे भी शायद Mendes, a bit of fatigue. काफी देर से खेल रहे थे. And I think Jimmy Nisham should play maximum deliveries of this over to get as many runs for the team. But he has taken a single. And as Malsha Tharupati It's not Vanuja Sahan, maybe Marusha. That's a well ball. Yorker delivery into the long on. Just a single, just one run. Tharupati is the new batter in at the crease. We just have to wait for that next ball. Just 4 balls remaining in this last over. देखते हैं अगले 4 गेंदों पे और कितने रन हम देख पाएंगे. And Tharupati gets off the mark with a single. Nisham. Maybe he should play all the 3 deliveries, get at least a boundary or a maximum. And I think now 200 is looking tough now for Caps. Maybe 195. What do you think? 195 is what we are expecting. And that was a surprising run out of Kusal Mendes. And just strike rotation. This has been so far an excellent over from Akif Javed. No boundaries, no maximums, 3 singles and a wicket. Another excellent Yorker ball from Akif Javed. Just 2 balls to go. देखते हैं आखिरी 2 बॉल और कितने रन हम देख पाएंगे. Just 2 balls remaining in this first innings, and this time it's in the air. And that's been taken. And it's Tharupati. Risked it for a big one. It was a short delivery. Plays a blinder. And that's an easy catch for the skip. Easy catch for the keeper. And that was a surprise delivery from Akif Javed. That was a short one. What an over this is turning out to be for the Galle Gallants. Just look at this over. 3 runs, 2 wickets. And that was excellent Yorker. Last ball to go. Colombo 189 for 7. Tharupati departs for 1. Just 1 ball remaining in the innings. That was a sharp shot ball. Too good from Akif Javed. And I think it's turning out to be a great finish for the Gallants. देखते हैं आखिरी बॉल. Vanuja Sahan, the left-hander, to face the last ball of the innings. Let's see what will be the final score of Colombo Kaps. Last ball to go. And that's another wicket to end the over. And what an over from Javed. And again mistimed it. Opportunity at the point. And it has been taken. And 4 wickets for Akif Javed. 4 wickets, 40 runs from Akif Javed. And this has been a wonderful over. 3 runs, 3 wickets. And Colombo Kaps 189 for 8 after 20. They were very close to 200, but they were able to restrict them under 190. And what do you think? Is that a good total to defend? I think that's a decent one. Let's see how the chase will be. देखते हैं chase कैसा रहता है. And this is going to be an interesting run chase for Galle Gallants, winning the toss, deciding to ball first. And I think they would be happy with this total. Let's see whether they'll able to chase it or not. We'll find that out in second innings. So stay tuned. And this is match number 3. Colombo Kaps versus Galle Gallants. Kushal Mendes, the highest run getter for the team, 79 of 53. And then Ben McDermott scoring another half century, 57 of 34. And in the bowling department, Akif Javed, the highest wicket taker, got 4 wickets. Shanaka Nawaz and Ishan Malinga got 1 wickets each. So that's all for the first innings. 9 extras. Extra runs. Colombo Kaps 189 for 8. Stay tuned. We'll be right back shortly with the second innings run chase. They need to chase 190 in 20 overs. Galle Gallants need to chase 190 in the 20 overs. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. जल्दी लौटेंगे second innings run chase में. Okay, welcome back for the chase. Galle Gallants need 190 for victory and they will be confident given the quality in the batting lineups. Welcome back everyone on the YooCric 30-20 of LPL 2026. Lassit Cruzpule has come in for Ishan Maling as an impact sub. And he will be opening alongside Sam Harper. If you look at the T20 career, 105 matches, 2000 plus runs for Sam Harper. And the run chase begins shortly. Janit Lianage to ball the first over for Colombo Kaps. तो देखते हैं यहाँ से रन चेस कैसा रहेगा. Kushal Mendes led the team. And Sam Harper and Lassit Cruzpule to open the innings for Galle Gallants. Janit Lianage with the new ball. And if you look at the batting lineup, they have a depth, good depth in the batting. Lanka, Dasun Shanaka, Shamika Karunaratne, some all-rounders, Mehdi Hassan Miraz. And that's a length ball straight to the bowler. Janit Lianage, the right-handed right-arm pacer. That was a hard line delivery. If you look at the plays, consistently bowling around 130. Again pulled away straight into mid-on. Another dot ball. Galle Gallants need 190 to win this game. And first boundary of the innings for Lassit Cruzpule. बेहतरीन शॉट यहाँ पे हमें देखने मिला है. And just opening the face of the blade. And boundary at the third man region, no one at the deep. Clever batting, just using the pace to find the gap. First boundary of the innings for Galle. And two more for Lassit Cruzpule now. Both the batters are off the mark. And Colombo would be hoping for that early breakthrough. They need some wickets to stop them. Janit Lianage starting with the first over. And Colombo Kaps have also used the impact player Hassan Mahmood, who comes in for Ben McDermott, who batted really well in the first innings in the middle overs. Single to end the over. Just 8 from that first over. And let's see Cruzpule. He's been brought in as an impact player. Both the teams used the impact sub. And if you look at the first inning, Kushal Mendes led the way with 79 of 53. McDermott was excellent in the middle over, 57 of 34. And together they put a partnership of 97. But Galle pulled things back. Brilliantly at the death to keep the score below 190. They gave away just 28 runs in the final 5 over, picked up 5 wickets. A potentially game defining period for Galle Gallants. And some economical over from Vijay Kant as well. He was wicketless but just gave 24 runs. Boundary of the first ball, Binura Fernando to ball from other end. And बेहतरीन शुरुआत इस पहले गेंद पर. Welcome boundary. Welcomed him with a boundary. And another flick shot towards the mid wicket. Excellent start of the over for Galle Gallants. Lasith Cruz-Pulle looking in a solid touch. And that was nicely driven. With that single, Sam Harper back into the crease. This is going to be an interesting run chase. Let's see. With the Kaps, can they defend this total? Still searching for their first wicket. It would be interesting to see if they can get it before the end of power play. काफी दिलचस्प रहने वाला है. विकेट की जरूरत होगी कोलंबो को. अनदर रन. Back to back singles after that boundary. The left arm pacer Binura Fernando bowling over the wicket. Single at the backward point. Welcome everyone into the run chase. Galle Gallants, they need 176 to win this game. देखते हैं यहाँ से चेज होगा या नहीं. Still 2 to go. Much better line. Change of pace from Binura. This one was much slower. A slower delivery. Balled at around 110 kmph. With that single, last ball to be played by Sam Harper. Required run rate is close to 9.5. Quick single at the gully. Let's see what can we see from that last delivery. Sam Harper, just 2 runs off 2 balls. And boundary to end this over. First boundary for Sam Harper. And that's another good over for Galle Gallants. 2 boundaries, 3 singles. And that was well played over the mid wicket for a boundary to end this over. 11 runs coming from it. Gallants 19 without loss of wickets after 2 overs. And there's a change in bowling attack. Hassan Mahmood, impact player, bowling his first over. Right arm pacer. Quick change for Colombo. चले यहाँ से देखना होगा. And first boundary in this over for Lasith Cruz-Pulle. And we are seeing a boundary every over. Consistently they are getting runs drilled down the ground. And what a stroke from Lasith. Just played with the straight bat down the ground, and it went like a rocket. Excellent placement from Lasith. And that's so far it has been a good start. Current run rate, and that's a wicket. What a comeback from Hassan Mahmood. And revenge taken after that boundary. An impact player taking the wicket of another impact player outside edge, straight into the hands of keeper. And that's the end of the innings for Lasith. And a much needed wicket for Colombo Kaps. Hassan Mahmood gets the breakthrough. 4 runs and a wicket. Lasith Cruzpule trying to go offside but gets that outside edge. Galle Gallants losing their first wicket, 23 for 1 after 2, and Cruzpule departs for 17 after giving that solid start. 3 boundaries, 17 of 12. Hassan Mahmood straight away giving the impact after being brought back to ball in the 3rd over. It's Mehdi Hassan Miraz, the new batter in at number 3. यहाँ पे देखते हैं एक और नई पार्टनरशिप की तलाश होगी गैलेंट्स को. Mehdi Hassan Miraz in his T20 career, 174 matches, 2000 plus runs in his T20 career. Gallants would be hoping for another new partnership. What a start for Hassan. What a start for Mehdi Hassan Miraz. Gets off the mark with a boundary. Finds the gap on the offside. That's a glorious shot from Miraz. First boundary. And opens his account in style. The momentum is still going on in this run chase for Gallants. And that's another one. Back-to-back boundaries for Mehdi Hassan Miraz. 2 balls, 2 fours. And this is the start they were looking for. This time shot. Goes it towards the 3rd man. I mean towards the fine leg for a boundary. 2 and 2 for Hassan. Three boundaries and a wicket so far. Let's see last ball of this over. And with that single, Mehdi Hassan will keep the strike in the next over. But amazing start. And that's a good, and they get an overthrow, extra run. Extra run of that last ball, tried for the direct hit. Misses it completely and they'll get an extra run. 2 of that last ball. And what an over this has been. A wicket. But bit expensive over from Hassan Mahmood. 14 runs and a wicket from his first over. Gallants 33 for 1 after 3. देखते हैं यहाँ से अभी भी मुकाबला कैसा रहने वाला है. क्या यहाँ से अभी भी चांस है? काफ़ी मज़ेदार रहने वाला है ये मैच. Current run rate at 11 required 9.2. Sam Harper and Mehdi Hassan Miraz would be looking to build a partnership from here. And there's a change in bowling attack for Nuja Hassan. Yeah, it's Vanuja Hassan, the left arm spinner. Spin in attack for Colombo Kaps in the power play. Starts off with a single. Vanuja Hassan, 19 matches, 21 wickets in his T20 career. To back singles. Single at the mid wicket. Good start for Vanuja Hassan. Colombo Kaps. They will be looking for some economical overs. They are just defending 190. And as we can see, the game is going quite head to head. Colombo Kaps are a bit favorite, 60% chances in win probability. Galle Gallants right now at 40% to win this game from here. It's going to be a close contest between both the sides. With that single last ball to be played by Harper. Sweep shot, there was an appeal. But I think there was something with the bat. Umpire was not interested. But they have went for the review. So let's have a check for the LBW most probably. The impact was just ahead of the stumps. Just in front of the stumps. So it's gonna be close. Kusal Mendes opting for the DRS. Let's wait for the Ultra Edge and ball tracker. There's a live poll still going on in the chat section where you can vote and support for your favorite team. LBW check is going on, and I think impact is that outside the off stump. This is going to be interesting. Ultra Edge, is there anything with the bat? Is there any bat involved? Yeah, I think it's a flat line, no bat involved. Time for ball tracker. So let's wait for the ball tracker. Colombo Kaps looking for another wicket. Chamara the Zoiza is the third umpire for this match number 3. Gallants versus Kaps. Kaps playing their first game of the tournament. And the check is still going on. Decision is pending. We have to wait some more seconds. Let's see. I think decision should be out soon. And they have lost the review. And I think impact. Yeah. Pitching outside off. Impact outside. So they have lost the review. And I think we guessed that early. Pitching outside off. Good decision from the umpire. And Kaps losing a review here. We'll get a single leg bye for that. So far 4 runs coming from it. Last ball to go. And dot ball to end this over. That's a great start for Vanuja Hassan. Just 4 runs coming from it. Galle Gallants 37 for 1 after 4. Still 2 overs are left in this power play. An interesting fact. Colombo Kaps have used 4 new bowlers in the first 4 overs in this run chase. Lianage, Binura Fernando, the impact player Hassan Mahmood, who got the first wicket, and now Vanuja Hassan. Let's see who's gonna ball the next one. चलिए देखते 2 ओवर्स बचे हैं वैसे पावर प्ले में. And it's been Ura Fernando with the second over. Starts off with a single. Ura Fernando bowling over the wicket. Single at the backward point. And that's a good shot. Boundary. Second one for Sam Harper. And now coincidentally both the batters are batting at 12 of 7. 2 boundaries for both the batters. Equal stats for Sam Harper and Mehdi Hasan Miraz. What a cut shot from Harper. Boundary at the backward point. Nicely played. Upish. That was nicely played, chopped over the infield for a 4. मैच काफी इंटरेस्टिंग रहने वाला है वैसे. At this moment it's still 60-40. Winning probability 60% chances of winning the game. Colombo Kaps 40% for Galle Gallants. Back-to-back dot balls. Excellent comeback from Fernando. Still 2 balls left in this over. And another extra. And that will be an extra run. Direct hit again. And they'll get an extra run. Tried for a direct hit over the non-striker and completely misses it. Still 2 balls to go. So far 6 runs coming from it. Galle Gallants. They still have an over left in this power play. And if we currently look at the required run rate, it's still hovering around 9.6. Last ball of this over. And that's a huge hit. And what a stroke from Sam Harper to end this over. That was a slower delivery into the slot. And played it over the covers for a maximum. And what a pickup shot from Sam Harper to end the over. A boundary and a maximum and 3 singles coming from it. 13 runs. Another expensive over from Fernando. And Galle Gallants with that maximum. 50 up on the scoreboard for them. 50 for 1 after 5. Still an over left in the power play. And the game is still on for them. And I think it's going to be a close contest. They still have 9 wickets left. And a wicket. Vanuja Sahan, within his second over, gets a wicket of the first ball. Sweeps it straight to the fielder at the short square leg. An excellent field setup from Kusal Mendes. And there goes another wicket. Mehdi Hasan Miraz, after giving that quick 2 boundaries, he falls for it. Vanuja Sahan getting his first wicket. Tries for the sweep shot. But an easy take for the fielder. Galle Gallants 50 for 2 after 5. And Mehdi Hasan Miraz departs for 13. And Colombo Kaps breaking another partnership. Charita Salanka is the new batter in at number 4. तो देखते हैं यहाँ से क्या अभी भी गैले गैलेंस इस टोटल को चेस कर पाएंगे या नहीं. Vanuja Sahan on a big wicket taking delivery, but Mehdi picked out the fielder at the backward square leg. Charita Salanka gets off the mark with a single. Sam Harper and Salanka would be hoping to build another partnership in this run chase. Last over of the power play. Can they reach 60 plus by the end of the power play? Let's see. Back-to-back dot balls. That's a fine over from Vanuja Sahan. 2 balls left in this power play. And that would be a wide ball down the leg side. And with that single, last ball to be played by Salanka. So far it has been an excellent over. 3 runs and a wicket. And a drop chance as well. There was another opportunity. And that could have been a wicket. Drop catch of Sam Harper. That was an easy catch at the covers, but dropped it. Last ball to go. Charita Salanka. Samara Vikrama lets it through his palms, dropping a wicket. Salanka with the single, quick single to end the over. Single at the covers to end the over. And Galle Gallants 54 for 2 after 6, and that's the end of the power play. And if we look at the win probability, still Colombo Kaps are favourites to win this one. But let's see. They still have 8 wickets in hand and game can change any time. So stay tuned. And it's Jimmy Sham. Another new bowler has been introduced by Colombo Kaps. The right arm medium pacer. Jimmy Sham into the attack after the power play. If we do the score comparison, Colombo Kaps were 66 at the end of the power play and Galle Gallants are just 54. Superb over from Manuja Sahan to end the power play. It is still a mixed power play as Galle Gallants have done well to score 54. They have a deep batting lineup and that means Colombo Kaps have to keep chipping away. Nisham starts off with a single. And that's another good delivery from Jimmy Nisham. And so far in the second innings, Colombo Kaps, so far they have used 5 bowlers: Lianage, Fernando, Hassan Mahmood, Manuja Sahan and now Jimmy Nisham. This time much slower delivery from Nisham. And that was a bit slower again, but they'll get a single. And there's an appeal, but just a single. Jimmy Nisham changing the pace, bowling some slower ones, trying some cutters. I think maybe missing that stump. Was a bit optimistic, but I think they will not take chances. So far it has been a good over from Nisham. 2 balls to go. And that's a boundary. Sam Harper continuing with his form. Currently playing at 150 plus strike rate. Changing the side, Jimmy Nisham. This time over the wicket. Goes it over the covers for a boundary. And that was nicely hit by Sam Harper. 3rd boundary in this innings for him. That was a slower delivery. He waited for it and smacked it over the covers. And with that single, that's the end of the over. Eight runs coming from it. Galle Gallants 62 for 2 after 7. That was another slower delivery. Much fuller on the offside. And is Mujibur Rahman into the attack with his first over. The Afghanistan spin wizard bowling over the wicket onto the stumps. Single at the long on. Back-to-back singles to start the over. And Mujibur Rahman is the sixth bowler for Colombo Kaps in this run chase. Charita Lanka, Sam Harper. They have that left-hand, right-hand combination. Mujibur Rahman just mixing up the pace. And that's a good hit, Sam Harper. Boundary of that fourth delivery. And that's his fourth one in this innings. And that was clever batting, innovative from Sam Harper. Scoop shot over the keeper's head for a boundary. That was nicely played. Sam Harper 31 of 21, 4 boundaries and a maximum. And with that dot ball, last ball to go. And it's a quick outfield. And just a single to end the over. Single at the deep mid wicket. Mujibur Rahman concedes just 7 runs from that over. Galle Gallants 69 for 2 after 8. Harper on 32. Lanka on 4. And they still require 121 runs to win this game. चलिए देखना काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग होगा यहाँ से. क्या अभी भी इस मैच को जीत पाएंगे? विनिंग प्रोबेबिलिटी. Colombo Kaps are still ahead with 65% chances of winning in the win probability. Shivin Sham into the attack with the second over. Single to begin. Over the wicket, that was a hard-line delivery. Sam Harper was eager for the second run. Single at the mid-wicket. And so far, it's a good start for Nisham. Back-to-back singles. Short of a lane delivery. This time changing the side. Round the wicket for the left-hander and over the wicket for the right-hander. And if you look at the Shivin Sham, so much variation. Sometimes slower, sometimes faster. But this time, that's another boundary for Sam Harper. And that's boundary number 5 for Harper in this run chase. This time over the wicket, another short line delivery, pulls it over the leg side. And that's a lovely shot from Harper. He was into a nice position. He took the pace off. But Harper was ready to take down. That's a good batting. Still 3 balls to go and that's the first dot ball. First dot of this over. Still 2 balls left. That's much better line, getting that extra bounce. A good length. Outside off stump. Straight into keepers. With that dot ball, last ball left in this over. Nice delivery. Difficult to play that one. Extra bounce. Sam Harper looking to cut away. Completely misses it. Last ball. And just a single. And just a single at the long on to end the over. 7 runs coming from it. And that's another tidy over from Jimmy Nisham. Galle Gallants 76 for 2 after 9. It's time for strategic timeout. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break. बने रहिए, जल्दी लौटेंगे एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद. Okay, we are back after this timeout. And that's a misfield. Single leg by Mujibur Rahman. Continuing with his second over. And that's a big one. Charita Lanka with his first big hit of the innings. Round the wicket. That was a full end delivery. Down the ground. That's a maximum. And what a hit. That was a slower one from Mujibur Rahman. Still 2 to go. This is exactly what Gallants would have loved to see. Lanka gets the timing right finally in his 7th ball. He waited so long for it. Last ball to go. And Galle Gallants slowly building a partnership. Sam Harper and Lanka. 35 of 29. And with that dot ball, that's the end of the over. And we are at the halfway mark. तो यहाँ पे आधे इनिंग्स का खेल हो चुका है. And Gallants 85 for 2 after 10. And they still have 10 overs left in this run chase. They need 105 runs to win. Sam Harper on 39, Charita Lanka on 12. Colombo would be looking to break another partnership. And change in bowling attack. It's Malsha Tharupathy. Another new bowler has been introduced by Kaps. Galle Gallants 85 for 2 at the halfway mark. 10 runs behind their opponents. That means Colombo Kaps were 95 for 2. Maybe. I don't know. So let's check. Malsha Tharupathy. Right arm leg spinner. And they'll get 2 runs. And now a single. 2 runs at the offside. And Tharupathy replacing Jiminesham. Single at the onside. That was a length ball on the pads. Played it down the mid wicket for a single. And if we look at the upcoming batters, let's have a look at the upcoming batters. For Galle Gallants, they have a depth in the batting lineup. Plenty of all-rounders. And that's an excellent shot, Sam Harper. With his 6th boundary of the innings. And steps out. A pitch over the covers for a boundary. Perfectly timed by Sam Harper again. He's on 46. Another big hit away from his half century. He need one more to get his 50. With that dot ball, last ball left in this over. Again, that was swing and a miss from Sam Harper and single to end the over. And that's another decent over for Galle Gallants. 9 runs coming from it. Gallants 94 for 2 after 11. They still need 96 runs in 54 balls to win this game. Partnership is getting close to 50, 45, 44 of 35. Both the batters are playing at the strike rate of around 130. What do you think? Can they still chase from here? Win predictor. Galle Gallants are now favourites with 55% to win this game. Mujibur Rahman back into the attack with his third one. Starts off with a single. Over the wicket. Good length delivery. Cuts it on the sweeper cover for a single. And matches right now, it's head to head. And I think anyone can win from here. Change of sides, couple of runs for Sri Lanka. That was a nice cut shot. And that will be easy 2 runs. So far, just 4 runs coming from it. Mujibur Rahman so far has bowled economically, but yet to get his first wicket. With that single, last ball to go. Single at the square leg. Let's see what will we see from that last delivery. Charita Sri Lanka so far. Just 1 maximum from him, and with that single, it's 100 up for Galle Gallants. Just flicks it over the leg side for a single to end the over. 6 runs coming from it. Gallants 100 for 2 after 12. Sam Harper needs just 1 run to complete his half century. And Gallants, they need 90 runs more to win this game. And we can see Dasun Shanaka in the dugout. He's ready. Maybe he'll be the next batter if there's any wicket. Let's see who'll ball the next over. The 100 comes up for Galle at the end of 12th over. We can see the Shanaka getting warmed up. And partnership is also completed between both the batters. That's a maximum. Malsha Tharupati. Charita Sri Lanka welcomed him with a maximum. That was full length delivery down the ground into the stands for a maximum. That was a brilliant shot from Sri Lanka, but poor delivery from Tharupati. And Gallants are now looking solid in this run chase. Winning the toss, choosing to bowl first. They restricted them below 190. Just wonderful hit of that first ball. With that single, Sam Harper just need 1 run to complete his 50. Sam Harper batted responsibly in this run chase. And right now, Colombo, they need a wicket. If they want to win from here, they need a wicket. And with that single, that's the 50 for Sam Harper. A much deserved half century in this run chase. 50 of 38. 6 boundaries and a maximum. Just flicks it away towards the square leg to complete his half century. Brilliant innings from Harper. So far 9 runs coming from it, and they are getting runs. But if you still look at the required run rate, it's close to 11. Sarupati, good comeback after that maximum. Another single at the long off. And with that, last ball left in this over. And that's a maiden LPL 50 for Sam Harper. Last ball to go. And that will be a single again. A decent over for Gallants. And I think they got what they wanted. 11 run from the over. First ball maximum for Sri Lanka in this over. Gallants 111 for 2 after 13. And they still require 79 runs in 42 balls to win the game. Hassan Mahmood, and that's a 4. But let's wait for the confirmation. Oh, it's a maximum. That's a biggie for Harper. And he would be very confident after hitting the half century. And that was an innovative shot, scoop shot over the fine leg for a maximum. He didn't get that elevation, but that was a flat 6. They will take it. 7 from the over now. And the game is still on. Oh, it's a no ball. That's a no ball. Free hit coming up. And Sam Harper, he has one more chance. Another bonus opportunity to get a big one. Hassan Mahmood overstepped and the hooter buzzes. But that's a good comeback. Just a single. Good comeback from Hassan after that no ball. And that was a good delivery from Mohammad. Just gave one run on that free hit. There was a slower bouncer outside off. He cuts it to the shot of the man at third. Just getting a single run. But a bit expensive start from Hassan Mahmood. 10 of the over now. Still 3 balls to go. Required run race has dropped from 11 to 10.6. Colombo Kaps struggling to find the wicket. Partnership of 71 or 50 now between Lanka and Harper. Colombo would be desperate for a breakthrough if they want to put a tough fight in this run chase. And that's another single. That's a good looking partnership. And this is what they wanted. They still have plenty of batters left. Tasun Shanaka, Mohammad Nawaz, Tinura Kalupana, Shamika Karunaratne. They have plenty of all-rounders who can bat at the end. In the air. And that's a wicket. And a much needed breakthrough for Colombo Kaps. And after a long time, they finally get the breakthrough. And it's Hassan Mahmood again with the second one. That was a short length delivery. Pulls away, mistimes it completely. And easy catch at the square leg. And Charita Lanka, after hitting 2 maximums, he departs for 28. And that was a cutter delivery from Hassan Mahmood. A bit slower one. And this time he traps him. Galle Gallants 122 for 3 after 13. And let's see, is there any hope now? Can they fight back from here? A crucial wicket at an important time. So far 11 runs and a wicket from this over. Last ball to go. Lanka looking for another big hit, but got outdone by the extra pace and found the fielder in the leg side. Sahana Rachige is the new batter in at number 5. And with that single, that's the end of the over. And Arachige, he gets off the mark of that last delivery. Expensive, but a wicket taking over from Hassan Mahmood. And finally, they got the breakthrough. A solid partnership is being broken. Gallants 123 for 3 after 14. Sam Harper is still there, out. 59 of 42. Hassan Mahmood 2 wickets, 26 runs. He still have 2 overs left. 67 needed in 36 ball to win this game. Malsha Tharupati, and that's a boundary. Sahana Rachige welcomed Malsha with a boundary. And runs are coming now. Runs are coming every over. That was a nice sweep shot from the left-hander. Boundary at the fine leg. A nice execution from Arachige. That was a poor delivery. That was on the leg side. Sahan gets low, sweeps the 97 kmph ball through the fine leg, and that's another one. Yeah, just a single and a dot ball after that boundary. And there was another sweep shot, reverse sweep shot. But this time it will be a big one. Sam Harper is in a solid touch. Gets another maximum. After that initial mess, this time blows it away down the ground for a big one. That was a confident hit from Sam Harper, and Colombo needs a wicket of this man, and they got it. They got it. And revenge has been taken by Vanuja Sahan, and a much needed wicket of Sam Harper. This time he miscues it. And easy catch at the deep mid wicket. And that's the end of the innings from Sam Harper. But just brilliant batting from him in this run chase. 65 or 45. 6 boundaries, 3 maximums. A brilliant knock comes to end. And Colombo, they got the big wicket. Gallants 134 for 4 now after 14. Still a ball left in this over. Harper departs for 65. So far it has been... It was going to be a good over, but ends up with a wicket. And that's a telling blow. Harper was well set and looking good enough to guide the Gallants home. And I think that was a much needed wicket for Kaps. Last ball to go. And it's the skipper, Dasun Shanaka. Gets off the mark with a single. And that's the end of the over. 12 runs and a wicket. Galle Gallants 135 for 4 after 15. And now there are 2 new batters on the crease. Skipper Dasun Shanaka and Sahana Rachige. Colombo Kaps need 55 runs in 30 balls to win this game. And now it is going to be a tight contest. And what a start. Boundary again of the first ball. Vinuda Fernando with his third over. And the Shanaka, the skipper. First boundary of the innings. And the game hangs in the balance now. And I think from here, anyone can still win the game. 2 overs of the power stud still to come, and I think that would be the bonus chance for Galle Gallants. Nicely cut away towards the backward point for a boundary of that first ball. Again over the wicket. Fernando, quick single. There was an overthrow, but they won't take second. A slower delivery on the good length. The game is getting interesting, and that's another boundary. Second boundary of the over. And second one for Sahana Rachige, the left-hander. And what a shot. There was no one at the deep. There was no one at the long off. Player was inside the circle. And that's a fine shot from Sahana Rachige. Colombo under pressure. Oh, that's another one. Turning out to be an expensive over. Back-to-back boundaries for Sahana Rachige. And using the power blast. That was a slower bouncer. Pulls away towards the fine leg for a boundary. And the things are turning now. Galle Gallants looking strong in this run chase. Required run race had dropped as well. It was over 10. Now it's 6. Now it's 9.6. And if you look at the current and required run rate, it's quite equal. Still 2 balls to go in the air again. And that's another boundary. 4 boundaries in this over so far. And what a scoop shot again. Over the short fine leg for a boundary. There was a chase. Mujibur Rahman trying to stop it, but couldn't do it. And disappointing over from Binura Fernando. 4 boundaries and a single. Still a ball left. And now I think Galle Gallants are looking very, very, very much favourites to win this game. 17 runs from the over. And just a single to end the last ball. And that was an expensive over from Binura Fernando. Single at the long on to end the over. 18 runs from the 16th over. Galle Gallants 153 for 4. And they just need 37 runs in 24 balls to win this game. Galle Gallants winning the toss, choosing to bowl. And the plans have worked really well in this run chase for them. Let's see, is there any hope for Colombo Kaps? Can they fight back? Can we see some new twists and turns in this run chase? Stay tuned, we'll be right back shortly after this short strategic timeout. बने रहिए, जल्दी लौटेंगे एक छोटे से टाइम आउट ब्रेक के बाद. And we are back after the timeout. Galle Gallants lost Sam Harper in this 15th over, but Sahana Rachige seems to have taken the charge of finishing the game for the team. He took on Binura Fernando. 18 runs from that previous over. Power surge took that advantage. And they have one more power blast over to go. Mujibur Rahman into the attack, back-to-back singles. And that's a boundary. Sahana Rachige taking total control of this game. 24 of 9. And again, over the keeper's head. There was a thick outside edge. Tried for a sweep shot, but over the keeper's head for a boundary. Some fancy shots from Sahana Rachige. And with that single, still 2 balls to go. And this time in the air again. Was just a single. It was in the air for a long time. Landed safely. That was a nice chance. But landed safely over the mid-off, where they'll get just a single. Last ball to go. And just a single to end the over. 9 runs coming from it. And that's the end of the spell for Mujibur Rahman. 30 runs from 4 overs. No wickets for him. And Galle Gallants 162 for 4 after 17. And they just need 28 runs in 18 balls to win the game. And here we go, Jimin Sham back into the attack with his 3rd over. Starts off with a single. Colombo Kaps need some economical overs in this run chase to defend that total. Gallants, they just need 27 in 17 balls. They need a tight over. Or maybe another wicket. And there it is, Dasun Shanaka. And that's another blow for Galle Gallants. And that's a big wicket. The skipper, Jimin Sham, cleans him up. And completely misses it. He bowled him. And that was outstanding delivery from Jimin Sham. Dasun Shanaka would be surprised with that ball. There was a slower one, a cutter delivery. Dasun Shanaka completely misses the line. He departs for 8. Galle Gallants 163 for 5 after 17. And Shanaka is not happy with that wicket. And let's see. Can they make a comeback from here? And what a beautiful delivery from Jimmy Sham. That wasn't much footwork. There wasn't much footwork from the Shanaka either. Mohammad Nawaz is the new batter in at number 7. Gallants need 27 in 16 balls to win the game. Jimmy Sham, excellent over so far. In the air again, Mohammad Nawaz. And that's a big one. And what a hit to get off the mark. Round the wicket. Into the slot. Swings it. Over the deep mid wicket for a maximum. And there was not too much pace from Nisham. Picks the line really well and clears it for a maximum. Another slower delivery ends up in a 6. And the game is still on. So far 8 runs and a wicket from this over. Last ball to go. Again, onto the leg side for a single last ball. "20 needed in 13 balls. And a boundary to end the over. After that good start, Jimmy Nisham, first 3 balls, a wicket and just a single now. By the end of the over, a clever batting again from Arachike. It was a short length delivery. Just cuts it away over the keeper's head for a boundary. What an over for Gallants after that wicket. 12 runs coming from it. Gallants 174 for 5 after 18. And Arachike just playing a role to finish the game. Gallants now need 16 runs in 12 balls. And there was a monster hit from Nawaz. Good length. Played back of the hand. Just logged it over the cow corner. Massive hit from Nawaz. Vinura Fernando with his final over. Over the wicket and starts off with a white ball. "15 more needed in 12 balls in the air. And that's a huge. Another monster strike from Mohammad Nawaz. That was a full toss. Poor delivery And this time he is punished with a maximum. And what a brilliant hit from Mohammad Nawaz. 13 off 4 balls, 2 maximum for him. And things have become much more easier in this run chase for Galle Gallants. Just 9 needed in 11 balls. Binura Fernando has been really expensive in this run chase for the team. Look at his economy, 15. He already have given 50 runs in his 3 overs. Now his 4th one. Required run rate dropping to just below 6. And now I think it should be an easy chase. Now no one is stopping Gallants from winning here. Eight runs to victory. And actually, Binura Fernando, you cannot ball that in the death overs. You can't give full toss in the last few overs. That was a 76-meter maximum from Mohammad Nawaz. That was another slower delivery, shorter one onto the leg side for a single. 7 runs now. Three balls to go. Can they finish it in this over? What do you think? Can Galle Gallants, will they finish this match in this over? They just need 2 big hits. That was a slower delivery outside off stump. Swing and a miss from Nawaz. Last 2 balls. And off cutter. That was on the length. But they'll get a single again. Just 6 runs to win the game. That was another slower delivery from Fernando. Let's see. A maximum, and that's the end of the game. Sahan Arachige to play the last ball of this over. Can we see a maximum or something? It's just 2. Just 2 of the last ball. That was another short delivery. Cuts it away. Oh, the fine leg where he'll get a couple of runs. An expensive spell from Binura Fernando comes to end. 12 runs coming from that last over. Fernando, 54 runs without any wickets from his 4 overs. Gallants are in pretty strong position to win this game. 186 for 5 after 19. And they just need 4 runs for the victory. And Hassan Mahmood with the final over starts off with a single. 3 needed now. 3 more in 5 balls. Played it over the offside for a single. GG need 3 runs in 5 balls to win the game. Just 1 big hit away from winning. Colombo Kaps playing their first game of the tournament. And that's a boundary to end the match. Sahana Rachige. What a batting from him. 38 off 16. And ends this game with a boundary. And what a shot. Flicks it over the leg side and there was no one at the deep. And that's a winning shot to end the game. Gallants won the match by 5 wickets. So far it has been excellent run chase from the Gallants. If you look at the scorecard, Sam Harper scoring 65 or 45. Charita Salanka 28 contributing in this run chase with Sam Harper. Then Sahana Rachike finishes off in style. 38 off 16. And Galle Gallants won the match by 5 wickets. This has been an excellent run chase, winning the toss, choosing to bowl first. They restricted Colombo Kaps under 200. Brilliant batting, overall team performance from Gallants. And if you look at the bowling performance, Binura Fernando, he was not having his day. Very expensive in his 4 overs, 54 runs given. And if you look at the wicket takers, Hassan Mahmood, the impact player, he got 2 wickets. Vanuja Sahan got 2 wickets. And one for Jimenez Sham. And yeah, it was great pleasure covering this match and presenting it to you. And that's it from me for this game. This is M. Pappu signing off. Do keep joining us for more cricketing action around the globe. And have a great time. Bye-bye. See you all in the next game. सभी का धन्यवाद जुड़ने के लिए. मिलते हैं एक और नए मुकाबले में. Thanks everyone. See you all in the next game.